What's going on, fellas? What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, people? So I had a little situation happen to me yesterday. Um, uh, the company that I haul for that UPS account only had UPS at night, and I don't work nights, so I ended up calling this port company that I also haul for, one of the companies, and I spoke to a dispatcher. Me and the dispatcher don't really see eye to eye, so he tells me, Victor, you haven't worked with us for 2 weeks. I can't dispatch you. Like, wow. Okay. He said, we do have work, but I can't dispatch you because all the owner-operators were supposed to come in Monday and do a company inspection on their trucks. So, like I said, I really, he's a pain in my neck, that dispatcher. So I told him, you do understand that I have my own authority, and it was like he really didn't want to hear it. So I asked him, when does your manager get in? He told me the time. So I told him, okay, I'll be down there to talk to her. So, not that I was hurting for work, because, I have another port company that I haul for. And plus, what was on the boards, it wasn't good for me. And that's why I called the company to see if they had some good stuff. So I wasn't trying to be an ass about it or anything. I wanted to prove a point to him that I wasn't a leased on owner operator. Even though he knew that I had my own authority and everything, he still stuck to his guns that he couldn't dispatch me. So I ended up driving from Fontana all the way down to Carson to talk to the manager. So the manager's telling me, Victor, you haven't worked with us for 2 weeks, da da da, wah wah wah. I was like, okay. So I let her say her piece, and then when she was done, I told her, look, I haven't worked with you guys for 2 weeks because I have my own authority, I have my own insurance, I have my own CA number, I have everything. Everything is on my own. Well, the conversation flipped. I mean, the script got flipped real quick, like, because for whatever reason, she did not know that I have my own authority. But once she found out that I have my own authority, it was a whole different tune. And because with all the changes that California is going through right now, there's a lot of companies down here right now in California that want truckers to have their own authority because they don't want to go through all the legal stuff that's going on in California right now. So she called the dispatcher and told the dispatcher, you know what, Victor's a third party carrier to us, so if we can, we need to keep him busy so he can stay with us because what they're trying to do at that company is not have any more leased on owner operators. They want to have everybody to have their own authority. So, she was telling me, I didn't know that you had your own authority, da da da. Like, okay. So the dispatcher apologized, which, I mean, he knew I had my own authority because he's asked me, I think it's been like twice or maybe 3 times that I've driven up to their yard to drop off a empty a load, what have you. And he's been out there on the yard and he keeps telling me, you need to put our placards on. And I tell him, no, I'm not putting your placards on because it's my truck, my company, my authority. I don't need to put your placards on. But he's asked me a few times to put my placards on, and I refuse to put them on. So, anyways, the conversation took a whole different turn, and the manager was like, she explained to me how she wants all her leased on owner operators to get their own authority because they don't want to deal with all the litigation that's going on in California. And I was cool with that. So she tells me, so I you ready to work, Victor? We have work. And I told her, no, I can't work. I came down here from Fontana to Carson on my personal vehicle. She's like, okay, well, whenever you're ready to go to work, we have plenty of work. So that was that, Like I said, I didn't come down to Carson to be an ass about things, I just came down to make them aware that, especially the dispatchers, that I'm not leased on with them. I'm not obligated to work with them 5 days out of the week, 6 days out of the week. If they have the work, I'll do it. If they don't have the work, I gotta go somewhere else. And I made my point, and it came across real good. They understood me. The manager understood me fully. The dispatcher kind of like was surprised because what she was saying to him about, having your own authority. So that was that, fellas. That was my little episode that I went through yesterday. Again, if you have your own authority, you can't be fired if you're doing your job. You can only quit. That's it. That's all. So keep that in mind, fellas. I encourage everybody to get their own stuff and make your own money. Right now, I'm at Yang San Pedro. I got an empty coming in, and then I got a load coming out of here. But the line to get to the speaker, it is pretty bad. I'm in the line right now. The speaker's a couple blocks away. Them guys right there are coming into Yang. And this line in front of me is to go to the second speaker, which is freaking long as you know what. Alright, fellas, well, I just thought I'd bring you guys up to date on what's going on with me. Again, if you have your own authority, you can't lose. Companies might take it like you're leased onto their company. In other words, you're running under their placards. You're putting into their insurance. So you just got to clarify, if you do have your own authority, what it is that you have and what you're capable of doing. Again, don't be rude about it. Don't be cocky about it because, you're going to need that work eventually. Eventually whoever else you're working with is going to get slow. So whatever you do, don't ever burn your bridges, man, because this is your business and that's not the way you conduct your business. All right, fellas. Well, if you guys are out there driving, drive safe, be safe. I hope this video was informative for you guys. We'll see you guys in our next video.